Hey guys, Civilord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Collector's Edition Simon Baz Green Lantern, brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. Or not so fine folks, if you're the first version of this figure I bought that had the same janky ankle problem that good old Tomar-Ray from the last Collector's Edition wave had. Yeah, I did not hold on to that for review. You guys got enough scolding in the Tomar-Ray review, a character I like a lot more than Simon Baz, if I'm being honest. So I decided to wait until I could find another one, and lo and behold, I did just recently. No sign of the Grid though, which is the character I'd rather have, but I do have him ordered on Big to Bad Toy Store. He just hasn't processed yet, along with like umpteen other things for whatever reason. I mean, I know it was the holiday season just recently, but come on, man, what's going on here? So with that being said, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get to the meat and taters out this review and take a look-see at all Mr. Baz has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a collectible trading card. The bio on the back. I'm guessing he's like a wrestler guy, right? Like a luchador, based off the mask, and I guess he had a gun at one point too. And while he doesn't come with that, he does come with a couple of extra face plates. One's kind of smiling, one's kind of just stoic and stern. I have the kind of gritted teeth, like PO'd face on him, so I like that more. He's got a hammer, like a junior version of what Kilowog's got. And then he's got a couple extra effect pieces, like this punchy fist is very cool. I want to put that on Hal Jordan. And then this drill here, both of which are very, very nice. And then he also has a lantern, because he's a Green Lantern, of course. And that's your lot. No hands, which kind of sucks, because the Tomar-Ray was freaking loaded, but he does, however, come with a hockey puck display stand. Whoop. We're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases. And here he is. He is on that Blue Beetle Booster Gold body buck that we're used to at this point, and you know, everyone loves this body mold, myself included. I think it's got its, you know, pros and cons, but for the most part I like it. He also has both ankle pieces where they're supposed to be on each foot, so that is a plus. It's very nice to get all the right stuff in all the right places, like that stupid 2010 song used to say. I say used to because is that band even around anymore? Probably not. But as far as his articulation goes, his head will look side to side. It'll look up pretty far, down, tilt side to side. Shoulders will go out, back down, rotate. This side's a little tight, but I didn't feel the need to put soap in it or anything. He does have a bicep swivel, which was stuck on the other side. I just cracked it loose this very night that I am recording this. He's got a double elbow, kind of chunky. Ball hinge wrist that will swivel, hinge, and rotate. Appears to have slightly smaller hands than the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, so hopefully that's not a problem in trying to get that fist effect on him. But he does have crunch forward and back, a little bit more back than forward. And then he's got swivel and tilt. Works okay. Same with the waist. And then he does have hips that will kick out, back down, forward and back, thigh cut, double jointed knee, pop that back once just so he can stand. Then he's got the ball hinge ankles that will swivel, hinge, very, very tight, and pivot, as well as toe joints that are not too loose on either side. So very, very nice. We've been getting a lot of decent Lantern figures this year, and I actually, when he was out and about, Mr. Brian, aka my dad, aka the old man, came across the Platinum Edition of this guy. And, he didn't let me know about that, but he didn't see anything special about it. I'm like, well, it is a different character. It's Solomon Baz, not Simon Baz. And while it would have been nice to have for the video, I guess, it's not something I'm really interested in. So, you know, check your local Walmarts for good old Solomon Baz. Yep, Solomon Baz. But I like Simon Baz. To be honest with you, I think he's fine. He's got a tattoo too somewhere, but visually impaired toy reviewer here can't necessarily see all the fine details, but a very cool figure. It's different. I don't think we have a lot of figures of this character, if any, so it's nice to see him get added to the collection. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along, take a look at some size comparisons. First up, and as promised, here's good old Simon Baz alongside a couple fellow members from the Green Lantern Corps. We have Tomare with the Blast O Power to the left, and Hal Jordan from the infamous Fidgetal Collection to the right, rocking the fist effect that good old Simon Baz came with. A little tight. I might heat that up and see if it can stretch out and fit over his arm a little better, but definitely don't gotta worry about it falling off. But as you can see, Simon Baz and Hal Jordan are about the same height because they are, of course, utilizing that Blue Beetle Booster Gold body buck that we all know and love. While Tomare looks like he is wearing a suit made of the same materials as all of those ugly Christmas sweaters you may have seen this past holiday season. That said, I like that figure quite a bit, and it's probably one of my top DC Multiverse figures of the year. So more on that maybe at some point in the future. Still contemplating if I do a bunch of top 10s or just do the one, but at any rate, bringing our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Manipulith, right there. Too close, too close, too close. There we go. Mind your manners. And the infamous Living Spawn, who a little taller than Simon Baz, but not by much, not by much. So, with that being said, is he like leaning forward? Yeah, he was a little bit. But at any rate, it's time now that we move right along and take a look, or wrap things up, rather, with some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that good old Simon Baz here is lacking in the accessory department, at least compared to the previous Green Lantern offering from these collector's edition figures, I have to say he is still a fine addition to the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, because he is a character, at least to my understanding, that doesn't have a lot of action figures out there, and for what it's worth, I think this one is pretty well done. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.